So let's have a look at the automation features. So we have two main input ways or interfaces into the automation. So one is the hot folder. So I can add a folder here and I say, okay, I have this hot T42 version 2 folder. I select that and I can now make different settings to this folder. So for example, I say I want to have my settings for this and I want to automatically save it to the database after the analysis. And I would like to have, I say this is a T42 version 2, and I select this is my reference data. So now this way I created a specific hot folder for my, that I can use. So now I can have here now this hot folder and I have an example image. So I just copy it into the hot folder. So now going back here, I see here my jobs. I can now activate the hot folder and I see that this will now automatically analyze the image. If I copy a new one, it will also analyze these images. So I can say automatically start hot folder watching at application start. So I could have a server where the software is running and just continuously has a look on the hot folders. So that is of course a very powerful tool, especially if you have always the same task of analyzing very similar images. You can have just the folder and throw the images into this folder and let the software do the job. So now have a look at another way for automation. Besides the hot folder, we also have the command line interface. You have different possibilities to control in the command line, and to make it most easy for the user, we made a workflow where you can can create a sample file. So in this example here, I just select the file that I would like to analyze. I also say, okay, my different settings. So I would like to save the analysis to the database. I use my settings and I use the local database. The chart detection, in this case, I would like to do it manually with my reference data that I already used. So now I can create a batch file. So this batch file, I just save it to the desktop. I say sample batch demo 1. Okay, this has been successfully been created. So now I can, what happened in the background, this batch file has been created, and I can just double click on it so that I can also start the execution. Of course, I can then also open the batch file for my editing. So see now as the software was open, the analysis has been performed and already been stored. But now if I also see, so this is the batch file as I created it. So you can of course then use this as a starting point to create your own files and to make your own tools that interfere or have an interface into the iQ-Analyzer-X.